Hey folks, see Rachana Ranade here, and I welcome you all to Friday live stream. Because yesterday I was in Mumbai, I was there for an event, and I tried my level best to come back in time, but somehow the event got a little bit delayed, and I came back almost at I think quarter to 11. So then it made no sense to do a live stream at quarter to 11. So I thought might as well postpone the live stream by one day, and that is why we are doing the live stream today. Uh, of course, we are going to talk about the war situation, Nifty levels. But if you remember, last time I had promised that I'll show you something really, really interesting about breakout stocks and how, if you study breakouts, how can they give you certain early warning signals? Okay, warning as in a positive sense also. If it's a breakout, ideally it will be like a pleasant surprise which may lie ahead. Now, anyone who has done my course on technical analysis and price action analysis, you know it very well, right? Be it a downward sloping trend line breakout, be it any sort of breakout. It need not be only a downward sloping trend line breakout, but which is one of my favorites. If you've done my course on price action analysis, you already know about something called as a VCP. And a very beautiful pattern was seen in one of the stocks. We are going to discuss that today. You have to tell me whether the stock has hit its target price or not. So anyone who is watching the live stream right now, I would request that try to have one more device with you, so that you can try it yourself while we discuss during the live stream. Okay. So we are going to talk about one stock which might have already hit the target, but there's one more stock which seems to be in that zone right now, near a breakout kind of a zone, maybe. So we'll talk about that as well. But before we go on to those two stocks, first let's quickly have a discussion on the current scenario. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to show you the Nifty levels, crude oil, dollar rupee, everything. Okay. So first, let's go to. I've prepared an entire war naam ka hi ek. I have okay, Nifty. First up is Nifty. Okay, so important pointers first. I'm just going to quickly breeze through. I'm sure everyone will understand this at the speed as well. Let me quickly check this. Okay, fair enough. Currently, Nifty is still below the 150 DEMA and 200 DEMA. I'm not sure why the settings button is still not being something wrong. One second. So let's check 50 and 20 as well. Okay. So if you have a very close look, you will see that the 20 DEMA is green, 50 DEMA is orange. So are we above 20 DEMA? Yes, but today it has just briefly broken the 50 DEMA line. You can see here the 50 DEMA line is broken, but 20 DEMA typically acts as a extreme short-term support. Earlier we have spoken a lot about 150 DEMA and 200 DEMA. These two are extremely important longer term averages or a medium term average. But unless and until we close above that, we are wanting to see a big support or a big resistance, either or. We should not be talking about 150, 200 DEMA unless and until we are actually seeing this as, "Arey baap re, iske upar gaya, nahi gaya." What do I mean by that? I'll tell you. Now, if you see here, when we were at this level, I was so hopeful that can we go above that? Can we go above this mark? If you remember, if you have been watching my live streams, I've said this so many times, 24,800. That is a resistance. And unfortunately, we have not been able to go above that. So this is a resistance. You already know about that. 24,700, 800, whatever. Okay. Question is, where could be the support? That's why I'm talking more about the 50 DEMA level, which unfortunately broke today. And then the next level is at 20 DEMA, which is 24,070. We can round it off to roughly 24,000 because it's a psychological round support also. Okay. Question is, okay, Nifty can go in some direction based on something else, and that based on something else is nothing but crude oil. Okay. Now, crude oil, what has happened? If you see that the 20 days support has been broken, but it is bouncing back from the 50 days support. Right now, has crude come off quite a bit? Absolutely, it has. I mean, look at these levels. Just 1, 2, 3 days ago, we were at 114. And right now, as we are doing the live stream, crude is already at 101. So you can Just imagine this, that if 100 mark is broken, the next big support is at 97, and if that is also broken, then we have a big support at directly 80 to 83 levels. But when can this be achieved? This can be achieved only when the war related scenario starts to calm down a bit, which unfortunately no one knows right now, because every day there are some news. I have prepared a presentation, but every time I prepare a presentation, I'm not sure whether this presentation will stay true in the next 2 hours or not. So right now, I don't think there is a big point talking about what did Trump say. Trump will say something, Iran will mock him, and Iran will say we haven't shared anything like that. Matlab, unka to right now they are doing roasting pro max. So right now, let's not talk about that. I think this is the single biggest trigger. This will give us signs whether things are cooling off or not. But these 2 weeks are not really making me a lot of I mean, they're not making me extremely happy. For a reason, it is showing that it is taking good support at the 50 DMA level. If this is broken, if we are able to stay below this, so write this down if you want. It's around a 97 rupees level. If see, because what happened here, you can see here, it went below 100 intraday, day before yesterday, right? It went below 100. Everyone was so happy, or a talk started to float in the market that now war is almost over, correct? But then you can imagine that the, no one knows, right? Every time we say something, there are going to be counter agreements. Same thing happened yesterday. A lot of rumors were going around that yes, it's almost done. It went below 100, but again, the moment it is going below 100, it is taking this 50 day support. So everyone note down this level, 97 level. uh, we will have to just wait and watch whether this level is held or it is broken. And based on this level, basically, then we will see what happens to USD INR. Correct. Right now, if you have seen, this is the chart of USD INR. This was one prior level of 95.223, whatever. Then it was broken 95.33. This was the highest one, I think 95 point. Did I say 92? Sorry, 95.41. So rupee has also been seeing a massive amount of depreciation, but like we saw, oil was cooling off a little bit. That is what happened with the dollar as well. Dollar started to cool off, rupee started to gain strength. But it is all based on how things actually turn up, how the war cools down, and that will ultimately, when will we get a sign that what is happening with the war scenario? That sign will be given by crude oil, that will be given by the UK oil, as we always check. Okay, so everyone, do remember that whenever you are tracking the market, whenever you want certain early signs, do keep on checking crude oil. Okay, that was one part about Nifty. I hope you have written down the key levels as well. Now we are going to go to a very, very, very important, amazing part, which is about a stock. I have talked about it a lot. I want a quick yes or no in the comment section before we talk about this. How many of you are pro investor members and have seen our video on Bombay Stock Exchange? I want a quick yes or no before I start. How many of you are pro investor members and have you seen our video on BSE? A quick yes or no. Before I get any answer, till then, would quickly want to welcome new members. Sunil Gupta, welcome to memberships. Latika, welcome to memberships. CFA queries, oh, welcome to memberships. And Punna Shiva, welcome to memberships. Okay. Okay, I'm getting hi ma'am. Okay. Prasanna says, yes, I've watched your video. No and no. If you all are pro investor members, you should watch stock of the month videos. They are extremely important videos. They will help you understand business model. They will help you understand what are the revenue drivers, what are the growth drivers for the company. It was such a detailed video that I had done on BSE. And okay, Learn with Santosh is saying yes, he has watched it. I'm not exactly sure which month was that, but I'm pretty much sure that it happened at least 6 to 7 months ago, if I'm not, or maybe more than that. Maybe a year is what Akshay. If you're watching the live stream, I think You will also remember this. We had discussed about the business model so much in details. What are the key drivers? What can actually drive the revenue? And for those who are new to Pro Investor memberships, uh, this is my honest effort where I discuss the business model in so much detail that you will understand whether uh, what are the key strengths of the company, what are the strategies of the company. I decode the investor presentation, I decode the con calls during that video. It's a big 40 minutes, 45 minutes video at least, and you get to know so much about the company. Okay, see, now I'm not that sort of person that I'll say watch what was the price of BSC 1 year ago roughly when I did the video and look at what is the price. If it is a fundamentally strong stock, why only BSC? If any stock is a fundamentally strong stock, in the longer run, it will generate good returns for you. Okay. Question is, do you have that patience to hold on to that stock or not? Right. So if I were to just quickly give you an example of patience for the same stock, which is BSC, just in case if you want to be a bit jealous, I can share something. I hold BSC from IPO. Okay. I have this stock right from IPO. Am I still holding to it? Answer is yes. That forms a part of my core portfolio. उसको बेचने का सवाल ही नहीं है. I mean, there's no sense in selling that IPO. Even if you see the listing has happened at 104, but that was not the issue price. There have been a lot of corporate actions. To what I remember in my portfolio, I think after the corporate action, some 80, 90 rupees, whatever I think is the cost price. Okay. Even if so 80, 90, whatever is the cost price, you look at what is the price today. Why am I telling this to you? See, that was 2017, correct? From 2017 to look at where we are right now, 2026, 9 years journey. But 9 years journey may, if you are able to analyze fundamentally strong stocks, you have to understand what is the moat, you have to understand what is the way forward, you have to understand what could be the different ways through which there could be a margin expansion. What is the guidance given by the management? Is management walking the talk or not? There are so many pointers that you need to check. But if you can, then there can be great examples. See, I'm not saying at all that all IPOs will give such multi-bagger returns. No. For those who have been following my channel, you always know me. Of course, we don't talk about, stock market mein itna paisa banta hai, this, that. There will be failure stories also. Why not? There will be failure stories. But the whole point that I'm trying to make here is that if you have patience in good stocks, look at this journey from here to zap here. And again, you can see now I'm going to go back to a daily chart right now. Now, what had happened in this stock, I will tell you. Okay. Of course, the last candle that you can see is 5th of February, March, April, May, 2-3 days here and there, whatever. Okay. Now, many people ask this, so I'm going to come back to this chart, but many people ask me that, Rachana, you do keep on talking about core portfolio and satellite portfolio. Many people feel that core portfolio has to be completely different, satellite portfolio has to be completely different. That's not the case. Okay, for example, if I'm talking about core portfolio, what do I mean by that? That is like a portfolio stock, which I will not be buying today, selling tomorrow kind of a category. Ideally, I'll be passing on to the next generation, or ये तो बहुत आगे का गया, but at least I'll say my holding period is easily 10 to 15 years. That's my core portfolio. Okay, what do I do with that? I keep on tracking it only once a quarter. Okay, do I need to track daily movement? Not required. You just need to track it daily. Okay, many people don't understand what is to be tracked in the quarterly results. You have to check the quarterly results, you have to check the investor presentations, you have to check the con call highlights. But now the big problem is that, let's say like BSC, someone has 10 to 15 stocks in the portfolio, correct? I'm just putting on screener.in. Okay, I'm just going to give you an example of BSC. Okay, so let's take BSC as an example. Let's go to their investors and let's go to the documents. Here, right now, the transcript and PPT. So basically, con call transcript is yet to come up. But if I check the PPT for BSC, let's check how many pages is the PPT. It's 34 pages ka PPT. Okay, 34 pages PPT. If I were to check the transcript, because management con call is an amazing document where you again get to know so much about the company. right? So those 30 pages plus these 20 pages, the 50-pager document for one single company. Now, I have around 15 to 20 stocks as a core portfolio. Okay. If I say 20 multiplied by 50,000 pages, I'll be honest, even I don't find time to go through 1,000 pages. How do I build conviction in that case? And that is where earlier I used to struggle. I'll be honest, I used to struggle with going through all these documents. The only solution was I knew what I want to check, control F, karke. I used to search for the keywords, and whatever I could read, I tried to read. But now things are so easy. You have to ensure that you make good use of AI. I keep on stressing about that. I mean, those who have done my courses, what I always tell is that, see, my courses are like a one time investment. For example, my fundamental analysis course is something around 15 to 16 hours. But once you understand that course, you are very clear with what are the key parameters, what do you have to check. If AI gives you an answer, you know what is the implication of that, correct? But once that 16 hours is done, once your fundamentals are clear, now the big question is that how do you reduce your research time? AI can never give you good decisions. I've seen that. I've seen that up close. AI gives wrong answers also sometimes. So, can I say, should I buy this stock? Should I sell this stock? No, it can't give you a good answer. But if you ask it right set of questions, it can be so much helpful. And that is the reason why this Sunday I'm going to give a separate webinar. It's a live webinar. It's a 2 hours webinar, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Only 500 attendees. We have more than 300 enrollments. So anyone who is wanting to attend this, I would definitely suggest that do hurry up and enroll, because I will not be able to take more than 500 registrations. 6 very, very important points is what I'm going to tell. How to rate stocks. So for those who have done my fundamental analysis course, there used to be something like a 10-pointer analysis. But actually marking those 10 points used to take so much time. Now this will happen in one prompt. You need to give a very good prompt. You yourself will understand whether this stock passes or whether this stock fails. Okay, am I going to give you the prompt? Yes. But very important, I'm going to tell you the logic behind that prompt also. We are going to decode con calls in that webinar. We are going to understand how to check guidance versus actual. See, very few people check this. And this is where many people actually fail to keep a track of that. Now, are there certain companies which give it very clearly? Absolutely, yes. So I'll give you a very nice example of Anand Rathi Wealth. Again, for those who are our pro investor members, you might have seen this video where we have decoded the entire business model of Anand Rathi Wealth. So a very, very nice example of this PPT. I'll just quickly show this to you. Sorry. Okay. Guidance versus actual. It's such a lovely way they have given. See, outperforming the guidance. They're very clearly given. Revenue, this is the guidance, this is the actual. Okay, this is the guidance. So this was the guidance given for FY26, and this is the actuals for FY26. Okay, this was the revenue, this is the actual. This was the guidance. This was the guidance, this is the actual. Guidance, actual, guidance, actual. But not all companies give it in such a neat and clean format. If it is not given, then what? Because this, one more thing, this is only for current year. Not all years they might have given this in an exactly same way. Then how do I make this table in just a minute? With few prompts, can I make this table on my own? Yes, you can. It's only, you just need to know what prompt is to be given, which documents are to be fed, because the biggest problem with AI is that AI hallucinates data. And what do I mean by AI hallucinates data? It can give you wrong data with confidence. Okay, so you have to understand how do I give a prompt through which it will not hallucinate data, or will hallucinate to a very minimum possible extent. So all these prompts I will be sharing in that webinar. So the whole point is that you should be able to do analysis which otherwise would have taken one full day. You should be able to do it within 1 hour. I'm also going to give you a very important point for comparing banks like an analyst using one AI prompt. I'll tell you a big problem with banking analysis. Just have a look at it. So for example, you have Bank of Maharashtra in your portfolio. This is just an example. Okay, Bank of Maharashtra. I will just click here. And let us say you also have Bank of Baroda. Okay. Now you want to just check that which one is better. Is Bank of Maharashtra is better or is Bank of Baroda better? Now, how do you compare? You go to screener, you go to peer comparison, and here we already are in Bank of Maharashtra. So I'm just going to say compare with Bank of Baroda. Okay, let's understand the pain point. What is the pain point here? Okay, it gives me which parameter. Okay, book value. Okay, fair enough. Then NPM. Okay, PG. Okay. Where is GNPA? Where is NNPA? Where is net interest margin? Where is loan to advances? Where is CASA? All these are banking related parameters that we should be checking. Now, if I were to check that earlier, go to each and every investor presentation. I have taught this in the fundamental analysis course that go to the investor presentation, download the presentation, take out an Excel sheet, start keying in each and every number. But can there be one solid prompt through which you can directly get this data in 1 minute? You can. The problem is that very few people actually unleash the power of AI. And I'll be honest, even I was not good at that. I try and make it a point that every single day I try to learn something new. Some days I may fail, some days I don't get a result also, but I don't feel bad that I didn't give it a try. So whatever I have learned about fundamental analysis using AI, I have put this in this webinar. I'm actually really excited for this because I'll tell you how AI has changed dramatically. I did this first, when I did this first, I think it was last year, some 6 months ago, 6, 7 months ago. And at that time, I taught only one tool. And I felt like, kya hi ukad liya? I just felt like something mind blowing I have taught. But I'll be really honest, that's not even 50% of what I'm going to teach in this webinar. Because AI is evolving so fast, even I'm learning every single day, I'm learning something new. Be it Claude, be it Notebook LM, which blows my mind. There are certain features which are beyond imagination. Okay, so anyone who wants to, I mean, this is actually, I mean, this webinar thing, I'm telling you that I really wish everyone learn. This is a one-time learning. Once you learn it, once you have the prompts with you, simple. Now you will be able to do it on your own. Be it any con call, be it any investor presentation, be it any whatever is the case, you should know what is to be asked. You should know how it is to be asked. Once that is done, it's easy for you, and you will be able to track all these companies, right? Uh, anyone who is interested, I'm just Pooja has already given the link in the chat section right now. As I mentioned, seats are limited. That is the reason why I thought of giving this in a little bit more detail. My team is getting a lot of inquiries. I know this time, I mean, I've been traveling a lot. This time I have not even properly given the details about this AI webinar, and that is the reason why I thought of taking out today a little bit more time and brief you on what is going to happen in the webinar. Very important, just in case if you miss the webinar, we are also going to give you a recording which will be live for 7 days. We are going to give you a PDF which has all the prompts. During the webinar also, I'll be sharing the prompts so that you can do it. We'll have some time for practically applying that knowledge, so you can do that. I'm going to wait for some time, after some minutes, and you will be able to do it. So I'm sure you will get a lot of value. That is on me. You will get a lot of value on that. Kya baat hai? Vinaya is saying, ma'am, I already enrolled second time. Thank you for that. So anyone who has already enrolled, waiting to see you all on this Sunday. And for those who have not, you can surely consider joining this webinar. I can definitely tell you, you will learn a lot. Okay. Going back to BSC's example, now I'm going to tell you how sometimes technical analysis, fundamental analysis goes hand in hand. Okay. Now, if I were to just share my screen quickly, I'll just share my screen and have a look at this. Okay. Now, I was talking about core portfolio and satellite portfolio. Is BSC a part of my core portfolio? Yes. See, if I have it from IPO days, 80, 90, 100, whatever is my buying price, I'm never going to go to that price again. So it makes no sense to sell that. But you can imagine IPO quantity will be this much. I might have added, of course, I have added some, but of course at those lower levels also. But big quantity generally you never add during IPO or at IPO or just after IPO. You get a bit scared. You are a bit skeptical whether this performance will keep on happening or not. So that was a part of my core portfolio. It is still a part of my core portfolio. But what I do is I keep on also adding some stocks as a part of my satellite portfolio. And again, for those who have been watching my channel regularly, also know that I have talked about this stock. So of course, it's a disclosure that I mean, it's not even applicable. I need not give any disclosure. I'm just giving it out of good faith that this stock I also have in my satellite portfolio. Okay, now why had I bought it? One of my favorite uh, patterns or a favorite breakout, I can say. It's a downward sloping trend line breakout. Such a beautiful breakout. You can see breakout with great volumes. And you can see that when always remember this as a thumb ruler. Whenever you see somewhere around 30 to 35%, fundamentally strong stock. So there are 2, 3 pointers. Remember this. Fundamentally strong stock has already given a good rally. Okay, fundamentally strong stock has already given a rally and 30 to 35% correction. This can be a really good one. And let us understand what happened after that. Okay, now if you have a look at this, there was a nice downward sloping trend line breakout. Okay, did it retest? Yes, it did kind of retest. So if I were to go back to this level, I'm just going to draw an alt J. It is almost an intraday retest. You can see a second time retest at this level. And then it started to go up. Okay, I'm going to pause here for 30-35 seconds. I want you all to tell me that if now, so this is broken out, downward sloping trend line breakout. Question is it with good volumes or not? I want a quick, it's a very easy answer. This is the breakout candle. I'm going to zoom this in. This is the breakout candle. What a lovely breakout with volumes. Can you see the big volume candle also? Fantastic breakout. Okay. Now, while you look at the breakout candle, also check how the volumes have been during this fall. So did we see a big fall? Yes, this is a 30-35% fall. Okay. Now I want you all to observe the red candles in this entire fall. Look at the red candles. By the way, this line, the blue line that the mouse is going over, I'm just going to quickly. Okay. I've removed the 150-200 dim also so that there is no other line. Now this is the 30 days volume line. You can see all the red candles barring few 3, 4, 5, whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Almost done. This is very questionable. Whatever. 5, 6 days. That's above average volume and not even super duper crazy. Otherwise, the volumes have been pretty low, right? So while selling, the volumes were not heavy. Then there was a breakout. There was a consolidation. Quick question to you all. You have to check whether this 3000 ka price, which is the original previous all-time high. So always remember downward sloping trend line. Okay, what is the target? How do you calculate the target? It's ideally the previous swing high. Okay, so all J, this is the previous swing high. This is the first target. Second target will be this one. So was the first previous swing high target met? And see how beautifully we can see a resistance. This is the previous swing high, resistance, 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 again resistance, again resistance. What happened after this? I can't show. SEBI mandate, last 3 months data. Now you have to tell me, are you understanding this? How to actually check a downward sloping trend line breakout? How to actually understand what are its resistance levels, what are its target levels? Okay, this was a prior resistance, prior target. Now question is this broken? So ideally here I can say it is broken. Question is, did it touch 3000 and did it go beyond 3000 is also a question. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Okay, and now you have to quickly tell me, I'm still not checking your answers. You have to tell me whether the first target of 3000 has been broken or not. Quick answer. I have stopped sharing my screen. I'll wait for like 10, 20, 30 seconds. You have to tell me 3000 broken or not. And then let me just quickly draw that line again. Today is 8th na. 8th. 6th plus correct. 3000 broken or not? Let me just get back to the screen and check the answers. Yes, with very high volumes at breakout. Yes, yes, broken. Yes, yes, fantastic. Okay, and that is the reason why I'm telling you, try and have one more device with you so that you can learn this live with me. How to identify breakouts, how to see. Now, okay, chalo, breakout has been identified. Now the question is, what is the target? You'll also have to set targets for that, right? Now, let us understand. I'm going to go back to BSc. Now, this is a big. Now, you can see this one. So, what I will do is, this is ideally a level, but because I can't show you what happened next, just for you to give some context. Some context. Assume that this is broken and this is 3962, sorry, 2962 to almost 3000 ka level, right? And who can quickly tell me this resembles what? Which type of pattern is this? I want a quick answer. Which type of pattern is this? Very easy, very textbook pattern. Can I get a quick answer? Okay. Arun Kumar says broken. Surya Bala says cup and handle. Already crossed the target of cup and handle pattern. Okay. Let us quickly understand how do we calculate the target. Okay. Now let's understand this. This is absolutely like a cup and handle pattern, a very, very textbook cup and handle pattern. You can see here, this is like the cup. I'm drawing with the help of a mouse, so forgive me for that. And this is like a handle. Okay, now you guys are saying it's a breakout. Okay, assume that there is this candle here somewhere like this. I don't know, this is a hypothetical candle. This green with good volumes. Now what happens? If this be the case, then what is the first target? First target is the handle target. Correct. So how do I check this? From the bottommost point to the neckline, I keep it like this. That's the target 1. So target 1 will be at 3327. This is hypothetical. I don't know, because the last candle is 6th February. 6th February is 3 months prior. Okay, you will have to check whether this has the cup and handle formed before that. Yes, 100% yes, it has formed before that. So can I comment on the target price based on this? Absolutely yes, why not? Okay, now if you see here, what is the cup? Cup is like this. I'll keep it at breakout, and in this case the target comes to around 3838. I just want you all to write in the comment section T1 yes or no, T2 yes or no. Very nice. Vinaya has said T1 is met, target 1 is met. I want you all to tell me, what about target 2? Cup and handle, cup and handle, cup and handle, cup and handle. Thank you for that. Lots of cup and handles coming in. Forecast price is 4,500 plus. Are baapre. Okay. Today's closing is 3,907. Okay. I want quick answers. What about T2? Has T2 been met or not? Target 2 as per cup and handle pattern, has that been met or not? You have to tell me, I can't. Okay, learn with Santosh is saying T1 yes, T2 yes. Fantastic. Okay. Now, very important point is that if the target is met, problem is that we are emotional human beings, correct? Of course, I'm getting few more answers as well. I'm not showing each and every answer, but just to give you one or two quick answers. Yes, okay. Exactly, that is my main point now. Next steps after reaching target of cup and handle, because we get emotionally attached with the stock. So you can imagine any person who had invested in that stock at a downward sloping trend line breakout, and let's say the target has been met, then what? Because exit strategy is extremely important. That is where majority of the people go wrong. They'll marry the stock and then they'll feel isko to abhi chhodna nahi hai. If it is he's saying, can we add more? Are baba, ruko jara, sabr karo. See, the problem is that the cup and handle pattern target has been met as per whatever you are saying. Hmm? So what should ideally be done? I'll tell you. Ideally, it's a time to quit. Okay, but whenever, so this is not about only BSC. Any stock cup and handle target is met. Ideally, you should quit. But there could be two scenarios here. Two different strategies of exiting. I'm telling you. Also, three strategies of exiting. I'll tell you. Exit strategies. Okay. Number one, Ram Ram. Everything is done. I am happy. Assume I entered at downward sloping trend line breakout, which was around 2,800. 2,800 say 3,900, 1,100 I'm making for one stock. Extremely happy. Acha data, bye bye. Sell. Done. Okay. That is strategy number one. अब उसके बाद whatever happens, it goes up, it comes down, no concern, zero concern. Possibility number one. Possibility number two, like we buy into any stock or any index as a 1/5, 1/5, 1/5, 1/5. Correct? Similarly, you may go on selling 1/5, 1/5, 1/5, or 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, whatever is the case. Target met, 1/3, bye bye. At least 1/3 I'll sell. If it goes a little bit higher, next 1/3, acha data, bye bye. If it is showing a clear reversal, 1/3 balance, bye bye, quit. That could be strategy number two. 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, you can quit. Strategy number three, keep on trailing the stop loss. And again, for those who have done my course on price action analysis, I've taken loads of examples, loads and loads of examples on how can you trail the stop loss nicely and how can you exit the position. Okay. Typically, if I'll give you an example of Nifty if you want, because I can't show you, or maybe an earlier BSC example only I'll try and give. Okay. For example, okay. Let me just clear all the drawings first so that it gives you a cleaner view. Okay, just as an example, okay, Alt J, and this was a nice rounding bottom, and based on that, hypothetically, let us say I had bought this stock. I had bought this stock at this breakout. Example. What is the target in this case? The target is here. I know this is not a textbook. Rounding bottom is actually formed in a very longer time frame. I'm just giving you a quick example. Ideally, this should be my target price, correct? Alt J. Now, what happens is that once this is met, possibility number one, I can directly sell, bye bye. Nothing else. Okay. Possibility number two, I'll say, chalo, let us trail. This is the breakout candle, correct? This is the breakout candle. Maybe just a percentage below this, below the breakout. So this is around 2,700. So roughly 27 rupees below this. Okay. So roughly 2,710. I'm not calculating it exactly, but roughly 2,710 somewhere. So maybe a lower end of this candle, maybe. This could be my primary stop loss. Primary stop loss. Then what happens? I can see a big 4% candle here. Now this is where it gets interesting. Okay. So this is what happened. My target was met. This is the second day. Third day, there is a 4% candle. Now, when we see such good candles, ideally you should trail your stop loss to the next big candle. Okay. Because it's a 4% candle, I'll ideally place my stop loss 1% or maybe 2% below this. If I were to put 1% below this, this will again come to 2,790 ke aspas. So I'll put it here, 2,790. Okay. And let it go up. Jitna aur upar jana hai, let it go. Okay. In this case, what happened is that, unfortunately, in this case, 1, 2, 3, it went up a big red candle. This is where my stop loss was hit. Okay. If I might not have sold, thankfully got another opportunity, because then you can see it did see a choke here and it went down by how much? From here to here, 30% down. Okay. So you have to be extremely clear whenever your stop loss is met. Ideally, you should be possibility number one. I'm telling you 3 different options of how do you sell. Very important. Number one, sell it completely. It's okay. Maza aa gaya. Bahut paisa mila. You quit. Number two, what you do is you sell it 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. You sell 1/3 right away. Second, what you do is you maybe wait for some whatever 5-10%. That will be arbitrary. Okay. And if there is a kind of reversal, balance based on. Or you can just keep on trailing your stop loss. Okay. What I can see, thank you. Option 3 looks best. Thank you. And this is exactly what I have told with so many examples uh, in my price action analysis course. Again, that's a worth watching course. This again for everyone. Courses are like one time knowledge. Once you know that, it will be so easy for you. It's a lifelong knowledge, correct? So never think twice before should I invest in this course or not. That will definitely give you good returns. Okay, investing in knowledge. It's a very famous saying. Investing in knowledge pays you the best returns. Correct. Uh, Jamil Khan is saying very knowledgeable live stream. Thank you so much for that. He's saying excellent exit strategies, ma'am. What about re-entry strategies? Again, you'll have to see some pattern. Unless until some pattern is seen, you can't re-enter. Okay. Uh, Amit says fourth option: take out your invested money. Rest is free stocks. But again, understand, Amit. So in the example of BSC again, okay, uh, you took out your invested amount, okay, that you took. Rest everything is within in the same stock, but you can see a 30% correction after that, and BSC has seen that quite sometimes. That once it goes down 30% correction, then I'm sure it's human tendency. You will definitely feel bad about it. Okay, so always be sure that you are not. Uh, I mean, if you see a very clear exit, don't be emotionally attached to the stock. Is what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, but if all these things now comes the funniest and the most interesting part. Most interesting part. Okay, when did this entire run up happen? This run up happened like in the last 1 month roughly, the big run up, you can check that. And BSC came up with its results yesterday. So first run up happened and then the results came up. And how were the results? Mind blowing. Amazing results. Now I'm going to show you quickly BSC results. Now if you have a look at this, if we go to the quarters, do the QOQ comparison from 847 crores to 1564 crores. Oh, what a jump. From 484 crores operating profit to 1041 operating profit. OPM of 57% to 67% OPM. From 660 crores PBT to 1063 crores PBT. Amazing results. And if you have a look at the PPT, again, the only concern, PPT, 34 pager PPT. What all things should I read from this? So much data. What should I focus on? Any quick way to go through this entire point? That is exactly where again the webinar is going to come into play. It's just an investment of 2 hours this Sunday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And I can definitely tell you that you will learn a lot on how to keep a track of your stocks, because many a times it does happen that you invest in some stock, you forget about it, and then you're like, kya pata what is happening with the stock? You have no idea about whether the results were good or not, what happened, correct? Acha, Rajesh is asking me something. Do you follow the same strategy in your portfolio and same has been applied in case of, few more stocks from my portfolio, Rajesh? REC and Airtel, yes, same strategy, Rajesh. For okay. REC also I have from IPO. I can't sell that. I mean, how will I sell that? I mean, it's so difficult that the stock goes back to its IPO price. So anyway, that is there. That is a part of my core portfolio. Whatever I will do will be balanced. Will be for satellite portfolio, right? Prasanna is saying, can we add more? Now I'm going to give you one stock for homework. One stock for homework. Okay. Shall I give that stock for homework? Everyone will have to do it next Thursday when we do, or I will try and do a short live stream tomorrow, and shall I do a live stream tomorrow only for this stock, for which I'm going to give you a homework. If everyone is ready to do it, then I will tell you something nice. Quick yes or no. I will give you answer for this. Today I will disclose only the name of the stock. You have to do the analysis. You have to come up with the answers, and I'll do a live stream tomorrow. Yes. Oh, kya baat hai. We love homeworks. Yes. Or so many people are ready to do the homework. Did you ever do homework when you were in school? Hmm? Did you ever do homework when you were in school? I don't think so. Huh? Okay. The name of the stock is one which we have not discussed so much during our live streams or even in my YouTube videos. It's not necessary that there will be a breakout, but a very interesting pattern. Maybe breakout, maybe not. And the name of the stock is Linde India. Okay, have a look at this. Name of the stock is Linde India. I'm going to tell you a little bit more tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow I'll do a live stream, one more live stream. But I'll do it in the afternoon tomorrow. Okay, it's a Saturday evening. I don't feel that people would want to watch a Saturday night live stream for Linde India. Okay, so what I will do is I will do it in the afternoon tomorrow. We'll try to do it around 1 p.m. Does 1 p.m. work for everyone? So that you, why am I asking you? Because you'll have to do the homework before that, na? Then only it will be fun. If I do it, it will take maximum 20-25 minutes. Not nothing. 20 minutes should be good enough. Hmm? Uh, 1 p.m. Yes, love to do it. Many answers. Yes, love to do anytime. Okay, 1 p.m. Yes, fantastic. Okay. So tomorrow 1 p.m. Yes, okay, fantastic. We'll do the live stream tomorrow 1 p.m. Before that, please go through this talk. We will study this and we will check again both. Can we see something in fundamentals? Can we see something in technicals? Uh, we will try and study stocks like this during our live streams also. If you can believe this or not, it's 9:48. I think again 48 minutes we have been spending on that downward sloping trend line breakout. You check target one, you check target two. Uh, Tushar, wait, let others study. Okay. But again, Tushar, it's not only technicals, you have to also understand fundamentals. Okay. So both we will quickly discuss tomorrow. Is any paid service for stock selection? No. I mean, do I provide any paid service for stock selection? Answer is no. I don't give any stock tips. But yes, we do have a stock of the month where we discuss only fundamentally strong stocks. I go through all their documents, be it annual report, be it investor presentation, con call transcripts, everything, and I try to simplify that for you. That is the whole purpose. We try to discuss stocks which belong to different sectors, so that you understand what all things are to be tracked from each and every sector. Okay, so if you want to understand about different stocks, definitely you can consider enrolling for the Pro Investor membership. Okay. Today we forget the time, ma'am. Today, Acha, it is 9. Today we started at 9. Tomorrow at 1 p.m. Okay, I will write this for me also. Otherwise, it's not very normal for me to do a live stream at 1 p.m. Pooja, you also please remind me tomorrow 1 p.m. Okay. So I'll see you everyone tomorrow at 1 p.m. Did you like today's live stream? We discussed so much today, and as usual, I'm sure the likes ratio is going to be horrible. Very few people might have even smashed the like button. If you did find a lot of value in today's live stream, please don't forget to smash the like button. And also anyone who is planning to enroll for the webinar, don't forget to use this coupon code as well, CARRYT. You can get some extra discount on that. And as I mentioned last time, I'm telling you, but the seats are limited. More than 300 enrollments already done. So anyone who is planning to enroll, try and enroll right away. I'll see you tomorrow 1 p.m. for one study. See you tomorrow. Till then, take care. Shahid and bye bye.